But Caitlin versus Paige was a absolute masterpiece. It was a masterpiece. Like, you have two of these players who have been, like, again, two of the best players in the world. And what both of them did was incredible. So, 29 points each. 29 points each. 6 assists, or 6 to 10 assists. Paige with the more rebounds. Caitlin with Paige with 2 steals compared to 1. And we'll go over their highlights now. But, like, Paige was unbelievable here. She was unbelievable. Like, early on in this game, it was nobody was scoring outside of Paige Bueckers for the Dallas Wings. Caitlin played a horrible defense of possession there, trying to kind of overhelp. And this was probably the best I've seen Paige Bueckers play in a long time, especially without Jess Shepherd there. Where she's like, look, the team needs me to put them on my back to win. And she did. She did. Like, I'm going to be real here. Like, she was unbelievable. She was absolutely unbelievable. Like, this was a massive, like, this was a comeback win for the Fever. But Paige was a big reason why they were where they were. Any big shot, she was stepping up and hitting. Yeah, her percentages weren't the best. She was shooting 50%. But if the Fever left her open, it just felt like it was a formality. It felt like Paige was going to score in every possession. Even though she didn't. Like, it just was one of those feelings. It was one of those feelings. And, like, that is such a tough shot. To make it a 1-point game in the third. And, they're down 1. I'm going to go and pull up and hit these mid-range shots. And, again, her game is aesthetically pleasing. Mid-range shots are always more aesthetically pleasing. And, like, that is such a tough shot. They were down 10. That caused them a little bit of momentum, which the Fever ended up beating. From here on out, from this point here, it didn't really matter. That's a nice pass there to Breanna Smith. But it didn't really matter. But Caitlin effing Clark. Like, her game is not, like, it's funny where it's like, sometimes her game at times is just brute force. Like, that doesn't look as pretty as some of the things that, like, that what you got the Paige is doing. But at the same time, you're looking at the way she plays, like, how many shots she generates, how many open shots she can generate for opponents. The fact that her 3-ball wasn't falling and she just said, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go to the basket. Sophie Cunningham missed a couple of open layups off Caitlin Clark passes. She's like, you know what, I'm just going to get to mid-range. Oh, I'm going to create that space on Alexi Sims. Bang. She went 9 of 10 from 3. 9 of 10. And, like, she got hurt. It looked like she got hurt at halftime. And she just comes back in and has one of the best halves, if not the best half of her career. Like, what does she have? 6 assists, nearly 20 points in the second half? And they just couldn't stop her. They were so scared of 3. I think there's one possession here where I think it's on the break. This one here is like, they're out. I'm just going to score an open layup. They're so scared of coming out to her for the 3 that she's going to run in an open layup. And then, after going 0 for 5 from 3, she starts hitting shit like this. But look at one of these shots, the 3-pointer. Is this 3 she shoots? No. Like, Caitlin could not go downhill like this in the past. A wide open layup for Kelsey Mitchell there to make it a 2-point game. Like, Caitlin willed this team back in this game. She absolutely did. Like, step back 3 to make it a 1-point game after going 0 for 5 to start the game. Like, that takes balls of steel. Like, that is one of those things where it's like, and then the shooter's touch there to make it a 10-point game in the fourth. Caitlin, even down the stretch, her passing, everything Caitlin did was a takeover. It was an absolute takeover. And you got to give credit where credit's due to Caitlin here, because late in this game, when it came down to it, they put the ball in her hands and she made the right play every single time. Every single time. But it was weird even how the game went, because early on, Caitlin got the first bucket for the Fever. I think Paige got the first bucket for Dallas. But Paige, I don't think Caitlin shot the ball. Caitlin only shot the ball 3 times in the first quarter. I think Caitlin had like 4-2 1 or something going into the second quarter. She kind of was like, okay, like Paige was early on in this game taking over. Especially when it was a low-scoring game, when nobody was able to get in rhythm. And then it just felt like Caitlin, something switched in that second quarter. Even at times in the first with Caitlin, where it's like she was generating open layups every possession. Every single possession, Caitlin Clark generated an open layup. And when that happens, it is absolutely devastating for another team. And the Indiana Fever could have put up, I shit you not, the Indiana Fever on a different day put up probably, what do you reckon they put up on another day? Like 115, given the exact same looks. Like, given the exact same looks that that they get, like, I genuinely am like, I don't know what, how many points they put up. Like, it's well over the 100. It is well over the 100. And we saw Paige have her best game in a long time. We saw aggressive Paige. And Paige is the one, like, you will not, like, hear me criticize Paige for this game. I will criticize Paige when I think it's time to criticize Paige. I will criticize Caitlin when it's time to criticize Caitlin. And the biggest thing I hate from when I coach, from everything, is passive players. Especially if you are a star. You cannot be passive as a star. And when it came to Paige today, she wanted to go for it. She wanted to take things on. She was willing to do it. She was willing to get them back into the game. And that's what you love to see. You love to see that from a player who, again, has a fault. And her fault is that sometimes she plays passive. Sometimes it doesn't really feel like she wants to be there. But instead, we got a battle for the ages. Like, we got a game that was so good that you are going to see NBA YouTube channels, like, that don't really cover the WNBA, doing full play-by-play breakdowns of everything. Because this is what you want to see. And if the result had gone the other way, I'd be saying the exact same thing. But this was Paige at her best, and Caitlin maybe playing the best game of her career. This was the two of them. I think this is one of the 5 best games of Paige's career. It is absolutely two of them playing at their very peak. And supporting cast slightly better for Fever. Caitlin 5% better on the day than Paige. And winning it. But coming into that fourth quarter, it was neck and neck. It really was neck and neck.